All right, hello everyone. Pardon that Excel, okay? Um, yeah, I don't know. Today we're showcasing the princess. So I have two different versions of the princess. You can see the cost is almost tenfold of the pre-patch one. Here's the old one versus the new one. Yeah, you can see I actually found a way to implement the multiple arrows. If you give the unit the Artemis bow and then just give them like any projectile, they shoot like five. I think it's five of that projectile. So yeah, let's just put Princess against like Boss Man and see how that goes. Actually, hang on, no. Let's put them against like Magic Archer. Okay, their Princess doing pretty decent. I mean, she loses, but it was a very close match. And now let's look at the Princess rework. She might be a bit too strong. She might be a bit too strong. But yeah, it's time to do the Princess Showcase. So we're using the reworked version. Obviously, we're not going to look at this old garbage version anymore. I think her damage might be a bit much. However, it was nerfed heavily. I will say it was cut almost in half. But shooting five arrows is a 5x multiplier, so cutting it in half is still not enough. Um, However, the only downside is if a unit is too close to her, she cannot shoot. They are hooked onto each other. Oh, okay. And Boss Bandit wins. So you might be thinking, yeah, she looks broken, but why did she just lose that? Pretty much any character with a bow just simply cannot hit units that are close to them because, or like even with certain guns are too long, so you simply just cannot hit anyone that's close to you, which is a major downside of being a long ranged unit, but that's how it is. The downside of being a close range unit is that you have to be all up in their face. So, I mean, they each have their downsides. Princess should not be bursting down Mega Knight like that. Nah, no, she might honestly beat the record. No, she's about to get heavily nerfed, like, heavily nerfed. Just see the comparison between the previous and the new. That's funny. Um, okay, let's go into Bomber. Probably best just get one shot. Yeah, no, the fire damage. No, no, this character is way too strong. Um, Skeletons just got their showcase and they went 6-17, which is actually better than the pre rework Mask Archer. So I don't know, man. I think I made the princess too strong. I'm thinking like a very slight. Hang on, how many units? One, three, one, two, three. So that's okay. I forgot to I actually forgot to document the win against the skeletons. That's my bad. Okay, but yeah, I think she needs a very slight HP nerf. Um, how is she on fire? And then a slight damage nerf also. Actually, not slight. It needs to be like cut in half again almost. Oh my! That was funny. This Spear Goblin just got dropped instantly. She can still lose this. Never mind. Okay, 8-1. That's a problem. That's way too strong. E-Barb surely they win this one. Okay, she should not be two-shotting an elite barbarian. No, hang on. I mean, she lost, yeah, but like, she landed. I think it was all. I want to say it was all five arrows, and it was over half his health. She needs damage nerf. Most definitely. At least like 20%, because that's a lot of damage. Anyways, here's Firecracker. Dog. Her damage has been. Her damage. Say, okay, here's a ratio. Her damage was 1, and now it's 0.25. And she's still doing a pretty decent amount of damage. Here's Recruits. They're the second best character that's been showcased so far. They were going to win, but I kind of want to run that back. I just want to see like if it's consistently Recruits winning that. Yeah, it is. Okay. Okay, 8-4 still isn't the most broken start we've seen, and that's 4 losses between just these 3. These 2 are like the ones that will really long range units really start to lose in, or also really start to win in because there's a lot of like tanks and mini tanks. She's only lost 4 fights so far, so she's definitely doing good. Okay, there's the 5th. Musketeers. Nah, way too good. Way too good. Just look at the amount of arrows in this man. She definitely needs a damage nerf. That is for sure. Like a pretty hefty one, also. Mind you, this is cutting the damage in half. I already cut her damage in half. So yeah, she would be an absolute menace. She honestly would not be surprised if she was undefeated at this point. If I didn't cut the damage in half, that's all I'm saying. Wizard really like outright little broed Princess before the rework, but nah, not anymore. She hasn't risen to the top. And she's beating Valk, which is Valk is really good, so that's kind of crazy. But now she has the 5 epics to go against. These are her final 5 fights. I feel like Expo should be winning this one. It's close. Now Princess takes it. 14-5. She could be like top 3. She could low-key be top 3. XC's probably also one-shot her. He does not one-shot. And then he misses. Dang. She's beating Execute. Hang on. Executioner was 11-12, so he's like the middle ground. That is after like 7 nerfs. I think guards are about to take this. No. That's right. Because of the amount of arrows, the fire damage is still applied regardless of whether it actually hits them or not, which is crazy. I think Bowler actually does stand a pretty fair chance. No, he does not. I don't think Pekka stands a chance either. Honestly, like if Bowler is just getting absolutely punked like that, I don't think Pekka's going to do any better. Dang, man. 18-5. I think before that rework, she was more likely to go 5-18 than she was to go 18-5. But she will definitely be getting a pretty hefty damage nerf. I didn't do the math, so that's my problem. Yeah, five arrows means 5x more damage, and cutting damage in half is still 2.5x damage, which is a lot. That's a huge buff. That's probably the largest buff granted so far was the Princess Bow rework. So yeah, she actually takes, I believe it's 3rd place. Yeah, she outdid the Elite Barbarians, but she did worse than Mega Knight and Royal Recruits. So And she actually beat Mega Knight, which is crazy. But yeah, that's gonna be all for the Princess rework. I hope everyone enjoyed. And goodbye, just like that Princess's life.